Good morning, lovelies. I'm not sure if I just had that good morning cut off. Good morning, lovelies. Well, yesterday I started off being completely happy to embrace all the perfections of myself and the day. By the time lunchtime came around, I had a few too many flagged on the pages of my novel, and I was starting to feel like the task of embracing the imperfections was getting a little harder and harder. And some things happened in the second half of the day that left me feeling very small and incapable and entirely made up of imperfections with nothing in between to buffer them. And I got to the point where I was ready to... I didn't feel like I could continue. So this is a cycle, and so long as I stay conscious that it's part of a cycle, and it's not the destination, it's not the end point of anything that I'm going through. It is simply part of a revolving pattern which shifts subtly each time, with each revolution. And so rather than running away and completely changing course because the failures felt so overwhelming, I'm lucky enough to have a business partner and a life partner who encouraged me to lean into those feelings rather than running away, because they're really big, scary feelings, those feelings. And she's able to ask me the questions that I so needed to lean into and to really contemplate further rather than turning my back on them. Because the problem with a cycle is if you dam up the flow, it gets really painful and it gets really tight and it feels like you can't go anywhere. But if you allow the flow to continue, if you lean into the things that are the most difficult things to lean into, especially about yourself, then you just can be sad. You can be all of the messy things, and by the end of early last night, I was messy, very sad. And then it started to feel lighter, because when you allow yourself to be sad and to feel the big feelings and to lean into those places and just get soft, then the blockages don't stay blockages, and you can continue with the flow. And so today I'm ready to continue with the cycle, knowing that those feelings will probably come back, and that's okay. And when they come back next time, hopefully I remember this time and how I managed to get through to the other side. Good morning, sweetheart. Oh, yeah, I had a really, really big day yesterday. I'm so glad that I'm going to be meeting up with some other smarter artists virtually today and this evening, and just getting back on my authorly horse. And I need some rebooting and reinvigoration, and just to meet with some people who understand what it's like to be inside the head of an entrepreneur, which is more than a writer and more than an author and more than a creative, and it's kind of all of these things exploded into a big glorious mess. And so I need me some community today. And so at some point I'll get back to reading my novel with the obscene amount of flags that I need to go back and revisit and remind myself that even though I'm in my mid-40s, I am a debut novelist. This is my first novel, and it's okay to be all kinds of imperfect, and that is perfect all by itself. And I will just keep going. the boot camp, sweetheart. I'm talking about the boot camp. So I'm going to go in virtually, but anytime you want to hook up via Skype, or we'll set up a meeting, I'm really into that too. That could be very cool. But I'm going to finish this video now and get on with my day, and I will see you all tomorrow. And thanks for joining, Mariella. Go and have a coffee and wake up. And I'll talk to you later on. Bye, everybody.